I'm Rich Acheson. I go through the used cars here and just make sure they're all up to snuff to pass the certification process that Toyota has laid out in front of us. First thing we do is just check all the interior functions. We check all the mirror functions, both sides, all the visor functions, lights, radio, make sure all the radio functions work. Put everything to zero, make sure all the speakers work. Most people don't delete their personal data out of their cars. Phone numbers, receive phone numbers, so these have a feature where you delete all the personal data in the vehicle. Make sure all the fan speeds work. Wipers, rear wipers, steering wheel controls, make sure the Bluetooth is searching for a phone. It is. Parking brake function. Let's go for a ride. We're just looking for any abnormal noises, brake noises, tire noises, suspension noises. Make sure cruise works, along with the resume function. Checking for seeing the steering wheel is straight, making sure the vehicle tracks down the road straight. Always looking for body damage too, so this is going to have to be fixed before that gets sold. Make sure all the none of the lenses are cracked, no water in any of the lenses. We'll test the battery, make sure the battery's up to snuff. It's got to show over 10 volts, which it does, so that battery's good. And when the car's on a lift, you can look for more body damage because you can see the underside of the vehicle a lot better. Give it a quick look, make sure there's no panels that are dented or scuffed, like that right there. Pull the wheels off. All right, we gotta check these tires. They have to be at least 5/30 seconds to pass the certification. And as we can see, these are just a little bit below. So these tires are not gonna fly. Look for any oil leaks, suspension damage, exhaust leaks, shock absorber leaks, and take a quick look at the brakes before we take them apart. Take the front brakes apart. All the brakes have to be above 50% to pass. So we usually run 60% before we'll let it be sold. There's a good amount of pad left here. There's 8 millimeters of pad, but we have some rust on the inside of this rotor. We're gonna have to clean that up before this vehicle sees the front line. Same thing in the rear, there's a lot of pad here, but these pads are sticking in the holders. You can't get them out very easily, so that's gonna have to be fixed. And that rotor's got quite a bit of rust on it, so that's gonna have to be fixed. Make sure none of the CV boots are leaking. Check brake lines and front suspension pieces. Make sure there's no leaks here. Steering rack, make sure there's no leaks there. Supposed to be 60 pounds of air in the spare tire. A little low, not as bad as some of them. We have to make sure the correct mats come with the car. Any aftermarket mats get tossed. We do a health check on every vehicle. This will just check all the systems in the car to make sure there's no problems with any of the ECU. And also check for recalls or updates that are maybe outstanding. It tells your tire pressures. It'll give you updates if there's updates. It tells you if there's any new calibrations. Get a list together, get some prices. At this point, we're just trying to figure out whether we're going to keep the car, put it on the front line if it's worth putting the money into the car. If not, the car will usually go to auction or go somewhere else. So that's what Kevin's doing now, is seeing if the car is worth fixing.